You have disappointed me, Edelgard. To think that a descendant of House Hresvelg would dare betray the Holy Church.
So, it is my teacher who stands in my way. I always knew it would come to this.
Professor, kill Edelgard at once. She is a danger to all of Fodlan. Such a rebellious heart cannot be allowed to keep beating.
Well, this is what I was talking about. This decision will drastically change the story. You can either choose to end Edelgard, or you can choose to protect her, which I was going to do at the start of this run. Then I grew up a couple of years because life happened. So, it must be this.
I will withdraw, for now. Come, Hubert.
So, Hubert, when did you get to warp spell? When did you get that? I want it.
The Church of Seros will raise its entire army against you until you have been captured and punished. You have defiled the holy tomb, dishonored the goddess, and humiliated your brethren. That crime will never be erased. Even if you burn in the eternal flames and spill all of your blood into the goddess's soil. Come, Professor.
Jesus Christ,
Let us
woman.
return and decide upon our next course of action.
So yeah, as you obviously know, because this game's been out for over 5 years, you are given the choice of siding with Edelgard, which will give you Crimson Flower, and if you side with the Church, like I did, you'll get Silver Snow. Despite how,
when that happens,
despite me playing this game since launch, I have never done Silver Snow. I am technically working on it on my own time, but still, right now, it is very weird to kind of be going through this with you guys, because my decision changed drastically within the 2 years that I took hiatus on the recording.
then we have no choice but to strike her down.
It's up to us to stop them. We have a war on our hands.
I have no interest in fighting, not even for her. And yet...
How are we supposed to decide just like that? Hubie, I'm sorry about this, but I'm siding with the Professor. Her doings are wrong. It is our duty to make everything right.
I am sure you all have much on your mind. I encourage you to confer with your professor and make a decision. You have until the fighting commences. Professor, I am depending on your strength for the safety of Fodlan.
It's actually very weird, kind of thinking about it, at least from my perspective growing up.
The leaders
oh,
of
hey,
the church
we're
have
back with this
misused
again.
its creed to fulfill their true desire, to rule the world. They have fooled the people of Fodlan. Long ago, they divided the Empire to create a kingdom, and then divided that kingdom to create an alliance. They did all of this to make the masses bicker amongst themselves. They caused instability in order to reinforce their own authority. They gathered gold and lived in extravagance. How? By preying on the devotion of those who wished for the goddess's salvation. Those corrupt hypocrites cannot lead Fodlan to true peace. Their foul belief system must be torn asunder so that true wisdom may finally prevail. And so, I have decided, by order of the Adrestian Emperor, Edelgard von Hresvelg, the Empire hereby declares war on the Church of Seros.
I cannot believe it. Let us recount the
It's actually
situation
kind
as it
of
stands,
ridiculous
Professor.
how
After you returned from the Holy Tomb,
if you basically
the
didn't go
Adrestian
with
Empire
Edelgard, she
declared
comes
war
back,
upon the Church of Seros,
Emperor of the
as well
Empire,
as our
and it's like,
allies.
alright, we're declaring war on the Church of Seros. And it's like, oh, okay, what's stopping you from thinking, like, the kingdom won't support them? Or potentially the Alliance. The Alliance has always been wishy-washy because of, you know, the different nobles and all that. It's like, what makes you think, like, you know what? The Empire, we don't like you that much. We're gonna do this.
She has deemed the Church of Seros to be an evil of this world, and is calling upon the people of Fodlan to help her tear it down. I must discuss our response to this declaration with the Archbishop after the Knights return from their investigation. Until then, watch over the students. See that they remain calm.
And going off what I said earlier, it's like, oh, are you going to choose... This is a very, very unique situation of like, hey, are you going to choose your friends, or at the very least companions, over your teacher? But then again, your teacher has been incredibly helpful and kind to you and supporting you in all your troubles and issues and all that. Imagine if they did this. I'll wait till he's done.
Together, the people of Fodlan relish the beauty of the brilliant moon overhead as another year ends. They recall sad partings and new acquaintances alike, but each person must still walk their chosen path alone. With each day, the presence of spring grows stronger, and yet a lone moon still haunts the sky, a silent reminder perhaps of some inescapable truth.
Yeah, and as you can see, we have a very, very short amount of time. Oh, Violet's birthday is this month. Here's a gift from Rhea. You get a letter and a white dragon scarf. I believe you get 2 chances to try and get that. And that's if you rescue Flame super early.
Fathom that the Adrestian Empire would embark on such a violent course of action.
The fault is my own. I failed to see.
You can get it, but then you also lose out on that 1 month of training. But you have to learn what... Oh my gosh, I'm like reading in a million different thoughts are running across my mind at this moment, but...
She plotted with ill-meaning strangers and defiled the Holy Tomb. Or perhaps her ambitions are even grander than we know. Perhaps she is planning to make herself a false deity by demonizing the Church of Seros.
Yeah, that is not her plan, but then again, I have future vision to know this.
To injure the goddess is a sin most foul that shall not be forgiven, nor forgotten. We must stop the Empire, and quickly.
I have returned, Rhea.
Welcome back, Shamir. Were you able to discern the Empire's movements?
Their main troops are marching towards Garreg Mach. It is said that they will join forces with Edelgard's army and arrive within 2 weeks.
2 weeks? That is not enough time. It will require all of our efforts just to prepare our defenses before then. We must send notice to all surrounding villages at once. We must order the residents of Garreg Mach to flee for their lives.
It will be done.
Professor, listen closely. If our enemy invades the monastery, I will have no choice but to stand upon the battlefield. If something happens to me, I am entrusting my sacred duties to you.
That is a good question. Why Byleth?
The truth
but
of who you are.
You can... But given Rhea's reaction at the beginning of last chapter of saying like, well, why hasn't anything happened?
I have acted all these long years.
It doesn't mean it shouldn't.
But the
It's like, it's very clearly what she's trying to do. She's trying to bring back Sothis. But why? It's like, oh hey, you saw the reaction. Byleth was perfectly fine. But now...
Rhea, please. You must tell me all that you know. I beg of you. That one is the progenitor god. Am I correct?
In a sense. Our dear professor is a vessel. One who carries the power of the progenitor god within. In time, the vessel will become one with the power contained within, and the progenitor god shall return to this world.
I see. I trust that you are aware of the questionable nature of this experiment. But I suppose there is no turning back.
I ask that you help our friend. And in doing so, help her. I am waiting and hoping for the moment when our Creator rules this wayward land once more.
I understand. As ever, I will take you at your word.
Lady Rhea, brother, I will do my part as well.
Flame, were you eavesdropping? Regardless,
Alright,
I'm
even
glad
going
to
to
hear
this,
it.
I wish
You
if
owe your
after a
life to
certain
the
point
Professor
you
after
figure
all.
out, if you did like Flame instead of side quest,
They may prove to be our brethren.
they should have taken
You
out the
have my
brother line and
gratitude,
put
Sam.
father.
And you as
However,
well, Flame.
I understand
As
why they
followers of the
didn't,
Virginia
because it's
God,
like, oh,
it is
did you
up
do
to
it?
us
No?
to see
Alright,
our
maybe it's a
mission
programming
through.
thing. I don't know, I don't program video games. I just play them and critique them with minimal choices and complaints, but that's just me. But as you see, we get 2 weeks now. Give flowers to Constance. But going back to what I was also saying earlier, that I kind of want a loyalty system for the game. Now, yes, that sounds stupid, that sounds ridiculous. The idea of... ah, Jesus Christ. It's been like this for a while for me. I actually need to go to the doctor for it. Where I want to say it was in, what? Path of Radiance or Radiant Dawn. One of those two games where you had Jill. You can have her... I believe if you didn't like support her enough or reaffirm her feelings, I honestly don't know because I haven't played the game. Because getting a copy of it is ridiculous. I don't want to spend an additional money to play the old game at the moment.
Of a letter from Edelgard.
But it's like, okay,
She's asking
let's for example,
that
like,
I join her side.
you had to at least
She's
have
making
a,
decision.
we'll
No,
say
she's
B,
deciding
support
if
with
Reggie
your
is a
students
friend
in
or
order to
enemy
have
of
them
the
join
Empire.
your side.
But my choice is not to be
Rather than
friends.
siding with
My choice is to
Edelgard.
fight with you.
Which
Bridget is not a friend of the
would
Empire.
probably piss a lot of people
will not
off, if
be
I'm being
following
entirely honest.
We will be ready to fight with you instead.
That's just me. But it's like, oh, okay. It seems like an interesting way of getting everyone to feel like they have a little bit more importance. But maybe like some characters, like by default, won't be on either side. So we'll just go to like the inventory real quick so I can just check out. Like for example, Marianne, she won't join either side. She'll just disappear and F off like she does in the original. Flame will join your side regardless, like all the academy teachers and relevant characters, they're going to join your side. People that might be kind of like a 50-50 would be characters like... Well, Ferdinand will almost definitely side with Edelgard, that's the thing. Like, competing, yada yada yada. Caspar is a 50-50, Linhart's probably like a 75-25, at least in my professional opinion.
The Flame Emperor was Edelgard all along.
But as you raise that support higher,
Murder?
it's like,
The
alright, you're
turmoil
basically
in the Minor
guaranteeing their
Village?
chances. Like, no, I kind of
Whether or
like
not
you
she was
more,
the
and
mastermind behind
Edelgard's
what
ruining
happened,
this.
it at
So
least
therefore,
seems
we're
like
not
she
going to
was
do
involved.
this. I'm not
And
joining
yet she was
Edelgard's
able to
side.
remain
People
so
like
composed while
Bernadetta,
she was enrolled at the officer
Lysithea,
academy.
I probably would say is another 50-50 character in my opinion. And I say Lysithea specifically because she's like one of the only characters apparently that can be recruited to your side in Crimson Flower. If what is it? Even if you didn't reach support with her, like you had no support with her. Bernadette, another character which is like F off and high potentially, but
Why does she even want that?
it's like, oh, but I can also understand.
I wonder why she thinks that.
It might be a case of like
That's how it always
where
goes,
people
I
are
guess.
just like, oh, what the?
Never
I put so
realized
much
something
effort into say like raising Bernadetta.
Done it.
Bernadetta. I put so much time and effort into raising these characters, and then they just F off if you didn't support them. Like the vengeance strat with Bernadetta, where it's like, all right, she isn't supported by anyone, but she has her vengeance strat. She's just killing everything. Where it's like, oh no, that's really messed up. But again, that's just me. That was one way to, I guess you could say, quote unquote, make this game more interactive. Here's Raphael, and this is also like some of your last chances to recruit everyone to your side.
Guys. If the Alliance is in danger, that means my sister's in danger too. There's no way I'm gonna allow that. It doesn't matter how many guys they throw at us. I'll beat them all. These muscles aren't just for show. But first, I gotta get some food.
Man, I'm coughing up a storm over here. But Raphael's one of those characters I kind of really don't like. Even after I've been playing the game multiple times, I've done his route. He's one of the characters I really didn't use. And honestly, Linhart's a character I really liked in the beginning. And for a couple of years I did, and I'm like, now I'm kind of souring on him purely because I'm older now. Your opinions change, especially on characters.
It seems that both
They're
my
changing
father
like
and
all the
Gaspar's
time. I was like,
supporting
oh,
me.
okay, hold up.
Having both the Minister of Domestic
And it's like,
Affairs
all right,
and
this is
Minister of
good, this is
Military
good, this is
Affairs on
good.
your
And then
side
5 years
gives
later,
you
I'm like,
total control
after
over
experiencing real life, I'm like,
military and
this is
finance.
bad.
They must have been making preparations
But again,
for quite
that's
some
just
time
me.
without anyone
Tell me,
noticing.
what are some of the characters that you really liked at the beginning, but then you just soured on them? Where it's like, oh, I really liked you, and now you're kind of buns. Where is he? There he is.
Greetings,
Nothing to
Professor.
report?
Something to report. Unexpected, isn't it? Apparently, this is the first time Garreg Mach has been invaded in its whole 995-year history. It's my job to protect this gate, so even if enemies come in droves, I will never let them through. I hope we both survive. Let's battle with all our might and pray we win this thing.
See, this is why people like the Gatekeeper. He's just so earnest, and people like him so much. And that's why he's a character in Fae. I think his Christmas ult was really strong when it came out, but because of power creep and how this 3 characters were run dominant for like 3 to 5 months, and they're like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. I can do faculty trading, but at this point, because I literally, the only thing I need faculty trading is freaking armor. And that's why it's important that all the other characters are like super buffed up versus Byleth himself, because otherwise you will see it in part 2 basically.
I've learned so much. Honestly, I'm surprised at how much I've grown. So, I will not let the Academy be destroyed. It's important to me, and I will protect it. I feel braver just hearing you say that, Professor. We're gonna win this, Professor.
Again, I whined and complained about this when we were doing Engage. If you use the default name, they should just say the default name.
Pardon me.
Or it's like, alright, you chose the default. Again, maybe it's a programming issue. Again, I do not know jack or crap about this, so. Anyways, talk to Ferdinand.
6 great noble families have declared their support for Edelgard. Of the other 3, Lord Vestra was assassinated. Hubert, his son, will succeed him. Bernadetta's father, Count Varley, is under house arrest. His wife is now supporting Edelgard. And my father, he was stripped of his role as Prime Minister. As a result, House Eyre has lost all of its power, all of its lands. We have lost everything. What do I do?
Well, when you've lost anything and you hit rock bottom, all you can do is go up. But, in all honesty, I can kind of see why he's not. I was gonna say upset, but he's kind of like distraught at this point. He's like, what the hell do I do?
There are always small power struggles. Still, it has been hundreds of years since all of Fodlan was consumed by war. I didn't actually think it would come to this. I feel as though I'm not in my rightful place. I cannot protect the things I should. Professor, if I survive this war, I wish to return to my homeland, to the land of my king.
Yeah, I still don't like you, but I will take your training at the very least. Oh hey, B+. That's something. Shamir, good thing I have you recruited to my
We're
side.
falling behind. I don't know.
To be fair, Shamir's one of those characters who's like, whoever I work for, doesn't matter. Hell, you could recruit her before this, and she'll still join you on Edelgard stand.
I give us a 50% chance of winning. The enemy has too many advantages. We must make careful preparations.
She has a point where any character. I feel like this is where kind of Three Hopes failed as a concept. Like, as a gameplay and all that, giving importance to, like, smaller characters and all that, sure, fine, whatever.
I've got to do it.
But
I've got to do it as best I can.
all the additional story changes and all that, making the war happen sooner, and then just kind of, while giving us a golden route, is still kind of a stupid golden route to try and achieve. Actually, you know, I'm gonna keep bringing this up. There should have been at least a DLC for a golden route in Three Houses, but make it just super really goddamn difficult to achieve. Make it to where you need a support everyone at the very least. Not a support, but a support everyone, especially the house leaders. with the house leaders supported.
Never considered such
Hell, you
things
can make
before.
it
The
then
church,
throw in like the silver
I
or the
have
concept from
always
Three
done what I thought
Hopes,
best to save the
where it's
people
like,
of
okay,
Fodlan.
screw this, we're gonna try and get this idea really up and rolling of Edelgard's uncle, I believe. I can't remember his name, but he's the jerk with the goatee that you fight in Shambhala. And he does the death pose of when he basically decides to kamikaze himself and all of Shambhala just to defeat you guys.
We were blinded by the ball and the battle of the eagle and lion and everything else.
Man, I was just talking over him. Is that Leone? Hey, Leone.
What is Edelgard even trying to achieve? She wants to destroy the church so badly that she'll take on anyone who doesn't fall in line? I don't get it. I just can't believe she'd start a war over it. Not to mention using such nasty tactics to get her way. Could Captain Gerald's death have also been a part of her plan? Don't you go and die on me, Professor. Captain Gerald would never forgive you.
Leone, girl, I love you. You should change that to I'll never forgive you. Instead of Captain Gerald. Give her something else besides Captain Gerald. And I say that as someone who really does like Leone. Where it's like, please, stop making this your entire personality. And yes, that's what people kind of piss off where it's like one character trait. Nope, that's all it. Where it's like you can give characters like nuance and make them like, okay, you know what, we're thinking about this. It's gonna be perfectly fine.
His Highness calls for the head of Edelgard.
But
for me,
characters like Dedue,
to fight.
I'll say it's kind of like a good example.
The hatred of His Highness is also my hatred. Any other feelings I may have are irrelevant. And if Edelgard was responsible in any way for the tragedy of Duscur, that is something I cannot ignore. If that is the case, then she is my enemy.
That's a good point. Of like, Dedue has some nuance to him where he's like, yes, it is. Dimitri's will is my will, yada yada yada. But he's like, he does have like his own things, his own nuance. I guess that's why people really like these characters and didn't like Engage, because Engage's characters were very one note for a lot of the, for a majority of the series, I would say. Recruit.
Professor, I saw you looking at me. I know what that look means. You want to add me to your class? Just kidding. But if you did invite me to join, I'd consider it. Oh, you really have taken a shine to me. I hope I can live up to your expectations. I look forward to learning from you.
And just like that, we have also got Hilda to join our house. And that's the funny thing, like, there apparently was some cut content where Hilda could have joined you on Crimson Flower, but obviously it was left on the cutting room floor, and therefore we don't have it. But I believe her ending with Byleth is still in the code, and you can look it up. Maybe I'll leave like a link to it or whatever. Like, oh yeah, here's Hilda's ending or whatever if she joined Crimson Flower. I guess like the reason they didn't want you to do that,
Why did Edelgard have enemies with the nobles?
if you think about it, they didn't add her on because like she's like the only quote-unquote second in command, kind of like Dedue, Hubert, that's recruitable in other routes. Like, it'd be really weird if you recruited Dedue to another route, or it'd be really weird if you recruited Hubert of all people to another route, which again doesn't make sense. But for Hilda, she's always been kind of wishy-washy, where it's like, whatever. But it's like, it'll be really weird if you recruit her and she killed Claude or something. It's like, wow, damn, that was really weird. But then again, they always have like all these other circumstances of, oh hey, this is real. We'll have Hilda fight Marianne, or Marianne fight Hilda or something, because you can recruit Marianne to your cause in Crimson Flower, and then later on you do fight Hilda, so it's entirely possible.
The more I think about it, the more surprised.
So that's always one of those cases of like, wow, that's really fucking weird.
Thinking about it makes me scared. We're up against the entire Imperial army. Still, I know someone as smart as you will figure something out.
This is another oh, frick.
Professor?
This is another case where I wanted everyone wants Byleth to have more of a personality other than silent protagonist.
So now we're at war?
And it's like,
What is
oh
going
no, it's like,
on?
I'll say this,
I really
pretty much
don't understand any of
almost
this.
every other protagonist besides Byleth, well, not protagonist, let's say Avatar, every other Avatar besides Byleth does pretty much have like a definitive personality. Like, you can't even really use like, oh, what about Korrin, because Korrin had, basically, you could almost argue 3 different sets of personalities depending on what side of the war you're on.
I thought we'd all be really busy with assignments and ready for graduation.
Freaking Robin,
now that
Alir,
things have turned out
Korrin,
like this,
I would
I guess there's
always
nothing to do
say
but
they
fight.
have way more of a personality than Byleth does. Byleth didn't really get a personality until freaking Heroes, when they're at it, where it's like, okay, they're very caring, they're very kind, and all that. You just kind of had to extrapolate, oh yeah, because I'm constantly checking up on my students and working with them. Byleth now has a personality of similar to me.
Army behind her. We gotta beat her at her
Other
own
than
game.
it's like,
For our sake as well as Lady
maybe
Rhea's.
with Byleth supports when you made the choices, they could have done 2 lines of what you said differently. Where it's like, oh, okay, I'm talking like this as Byleth, I'm talking like this. Like for option A, I'm in support of you. Option B, I do not support your thinking. Something similar like that. Maybe, yeah, Byleth's voice actor would have to be paid a little bit more, but it's like, alright, they're the main character. They can choose to afford to have a little bit more lines than most other people. But I can also understand like why they didn't do that. That's a fully voiced cast. Why you make the protagonist, the Avatar character, say absolutely nothing. It's just weird, in my humble opinion. Have we? I don't think we even seen Dimitri. Oh, nope, there he is. I'm about to say we haven't seen Dimitri yet. But I'm like, oh, he's over here. He's probably plotting something devious because, well, if you play Dimitri's portion of what happens in the Holy Tomb, and everyone knows how psychotic Dimitri gets. It's probably why most people vote him to be like. It's usually him or Edelgard, I would say, are like some of the best rated characters in the game. And that's me speaking like purely from like my own point of view. I'm like, yeah, no, they're probably some of the best written.
I'll have that girl's head.
Even if I dislike Edelgard, that doesn't mean she's not very well written as a character. Maybe some like inconsistent plot holes of things that were again explained later in 3 Hopes, but then led to more plot holes. Like apparently her uncle has the ability to control her blood and stuff like that. Where I'm like, oh, that's not weird at all. She basically becomes a mannequin, and basically everything's not her fault. At least at the start, or near the end, where it's like, oh, my uncle was mind controlling me and all that. We got the golden ending, yada yada yada.
Surely we can win if we rely on her.
But
right, Professor?
that's just another case of that's just me talking out my butt without things like that.
War is breaking out again.
I already asked like
not?
what are some of the characters you really don't get.
There was a truly terrible war once upon a time. I never wanted war.
Let's ask you this
All we
design
can do is
question.
steel
What
ourselves
is going
for
to
the
be
fight
your favorite design pre-war and post-time skip? As obviously the characters switch up a bit in terms of their design. And then we have also quests. Some characters don't. I kind of wish that the faculty probably got some changes in their design as well.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
How are
like
you,
maybe
Professor?
Rhea.
Any new changes?
We already
to
kind of know
report?
this. This game's been out for
The
like 5
Imperial
years, and like
Army drawn
3,
near.
2, 1. Like her
It is
Seros
most
design.
vexing that we
Use
cannot
that for the
relax
post-war
and
one, where
converse
she's
as
like,
we
all
once
right,
did.
she's
Thank
back,
you.
she's here.
You have the
We have
divine
Seros on our
protection of
side.
the goddess on your
Change
side.
Sethith up a little bit.
Please try to
Change
listen
everyone
carefully
else up.
for
Have
others.
multiple designs.
May the goddess's voice reach you.
Like, I understand why. Well, to be fair, Rhea does get one. But I also wouldn't say it's a true one, because there's always going to be some problems that everyone finds with this game. Problem I have personally, not granted yet. Is everything going to be explained? No, that's just going to be. Oh, I forgot. I haven't recruited him yet because he's not recruitable until this point in the story, which is why all his supports are going to be available no matter what.
Prepare for battle. We're depending on your strength, Professor. Crush our enemies.
You know what? I'm depending on you.
Captain, I hope you're watching. We will protect Garreg Mach.
Alright, first things first, we're gonna do some faculty training. Get the heavy armor up.
Well, we're depending.
And we're gonna recruit him.
Professor, anything I can help you with, I will do whatever I can to serve you. Excellent. Leave it to me. No matter how small the task is, I vowed to Gerald I would help you.
I feel like Alois could probably get... Honestly, him and his Berserker armor is probably perfectly fine. Where... I wish we kind of got a Zenith that was like, quote-unquote, ready for war and all that. It's like, alright, I fought before, I'm ready to fight again.
The Archbishop has already given you a new responsibility.
Honestly, Flame's another one that should have a different one. What question? Collect information on the Imperial Army. Alright, we'll do that. And faculty training. I don't need to do that because, well, I'm maxed out again. New Game Plus. Honestly, like I said, I might switch it up to my other account to, again, truly see me suffer. Because why the F not?
But more importantly,
it's always fun with those type of things. Like, oh, do you want to see Omega suffer? Yeah. Why not do it for the bit? Like, whenever I upload some of like other stuff, like the most recent one was all the SP bosses in Mega Man Star Force Dragon from the Legacy Collection. I was like, oh, okay. That took about like 5 hours of me just running around in circles fighting everything that came my way. And I'm like, yeah, keep yapping, Hanneman. I don't care. He's like one of those characters that I actually do not like. He's one of the ones I have also... I never really liked Hanneman. In all honesty, I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe it's just like the pure research-focused aspect of his character that I don't like. And that's why I'm like, whatever. I don't really like him. He's not really grown on me.
The mastermind behind the attack
yes, he might have different ways and different ideas about how he's going to be going on.
Doesn't make much sense.
I just don't like him.
There would need to be
and unfortunately, that might be the aspect of some characters that I guarantee every character in this game is someone's favorite.
I don't really
Everyone, there's going to be a lot of people who really like the Guardsman. There are going to be a lot of people who like Raphael, who like Ignatz, who like Lorenz. I'm not denying that they're good. They're not good characters. They are. It's just going to be something so I'm like, I just do not like them. And that's perfectly reasonable and perfectly fine. Is there a character that you personally do not just like, or even for like no reason? Or if you do have a reason, explain it. Why not? It's always interesting because I pretty much read the comments all the time because of how I get on them. But like, hey, what are some of those characters like? Yeah, I just don't like you. I guarantee there's going to be some that's like, oh, I don't like Cynthia because she's like a brat or something. She's very standoffish. She doesn't like to interact with anyone. Yada yada yada.
Any amount of carelessness might
but again, you're always going to find characters like that. I guarantee you, people are going to heavily dislike Rhea for one reason or the other. She was one of those characters that I was like, yeah, I don't hate her, but I see her reasonings for this. So I'm like, oh yeah.
I cannot believe our negligence.
That's the reason why I don't like Rhea.
Probably gathered her soldiers in Garreg Mach, intending to
and so on and so
from
forth.
The start. Soldiers.
You can argue some people like Hilda. Hubert's one where his appearance will heavily set you off, but he actually does have very good support. Stuff like that. I'm like, okay, yeah, no, I like Hubert to an extent, but I will also not deny that he's one of those characters that's like, damn, you kind of have to like work pretty hard to find a reason to like this character. But you can honestly say that a lot about Fate's characters that aren't like the Royals. Like you have to put in some effort, like, oh yeah, no, I really like this character because of their supports. They have all this, that, and the third, and that'll be reason enough for me to like them. But let's see. Oh.
Hey, you! Listen up. I've got something to report.
What do you want, Shadow Man?
Guess who was worried about Abyss and came by to check on me? I mean, on us. Isn't that nice? That's just so nice. My pleasure. Surely the church can spare one night to help you watch over this place. I'm not crying. I'm just don't worry about it, okay? Move it along.
Aww. It's like someone actually came to check up on you.
Lots
A little
of people in
happy.
Abyss
Are you
already
happy? Probably
struggling
not.
to get by. War will make things even harder for us. We're sure to run out of food and other supplies. And there will probably be refugees to take care of. Not to mention what might happen if the Empire takes over and decides to redecorate.
Honestly, though, I kind of want to, but I probably
War's
won't.
actually coming, isn't it?
Of me doing a run with Crimson Flower
Imperial troops
with
in
the
Garrett Mach?
Abyss students on my side. You kind of see their reasoning there.
Whatever happens won't affect us down here in Abyss, though. Will it?
It's just going to be interesting of like, oh, what's their reaction? What's their thought process of like, oh yeah.
Hello there.
Here's, what are Yuri,
This
Happy,
might be our
Constance,
last
and
chance to get out
Balthus's
of
thoughts on
I'm leaving,
what's going on
Garrett
in
Mach.
Abyss right now at the moment due to what's everything.
Protect the students? Have you got a death wish? Alright. Take this. And try not to get killed.
Oh hey, the goddess icon. I'll take that, even though it's only pretty much luck. But if you max out your luck and basically get continuous critical hits, who am I to judge?
I figured as much, but I didn't anticipate it would happen so soon. If Garrett Mach becomes a battlefield, Abyss will have no choice but to get involved. Everyone here will have no alternative. They've got nowhere else to go.
And that's really messed up if you think about it. It's like, oh yeah, like all the non-combatants, like look at this non-combatant, look at this child, they'll have to get involved. Just purely from their point of view, it's like, yeah, everyone's gonna have to get involved from Abyss. You think after a bit of time though that they would decide to at least clean up and make it look
I wonder if my debts
a bit more
fall away
presentable,
along
but
the way.
again, they probably don't have the time or
Just think
anything
aloud
for it to do it.
The Empire wants a fight. Let's give him one to remember.
Actually, you know what? That could be a good reason to have replay value. Like, oh, everything's gone horrible and terrible down here. If you side with the church. You side with the Empire, though. And then this place starts to get spruced up. It looks very nice. Everything becomes... Like the freaking deity statue, this pagan deity, whatever the hell it is. Apparently it's from Bridget or whatever. Maybe Dusker. I honestly can't remember. It's on the wiki. I'll probably put it here or something. But it's like, oh hey, that gives Abyss a reason to side with the Empire versus siding with us.
Still, I could not in good conscience fight without speaking to her first.
And with that, everyone, that'll bring an end to this episode. Obviously, it's going to be the same as last time, where we went around, did our things, and just, well, checked in on everyone. And most likely, the next episode is going to be the last of supports before the time skip, and that's going to be a long one. But with that, everyone, my name is Meg Zero, and I will catch you all later.